One moment. It is about to. Okay, we are live. We are live. Welcome in love, peace, 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 blissful rise, blissful afternoon, and blissful evening, wherever you're chiming in from the world. Infinite gratitude for showing up for you. Infinite gratitude for showing up for you. Welcome, my YT family, my FB family, my T Witch family, and of course, my beloved TikTok family. No shade to the other family members. But this is our central home here on TikTok. And this is All Things Mastery Live with Venus. I am your self-mastery educator and mentor, and I teach beautiful souls just like you how to accelerate their goals, how to accelerate their health, how to effectively, efficiently, without all the mess, attract what and who you desire. It's not as hard as you may think. So y'all know what we do here. We participate, we engage, and we exchange in energies, okay? This is how we elevate as one, as a collective, okay? So I do this by educating you on core principles that have everything to do with you. Understanding your consciousness, because we wasn't taught about consciousness in school. Understanding quantum physics, meta laws and principles, everything that has to do with you. Understanding symbolisms, right? Understanding all the things that is going to help you elevate, okay? Moving from what you learned in the past that's no longer serving you to what you're learning now that is going to serve your highest self and going to serve everything that you want, need, and or desire. So these principles I teach you that is going to give you the results if you're willing to do the work. I have to put that clause in there. So whether or not you're an entrepreneur or you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to scale your business, whether you want to be in alignment to receive more money, you want more liberation and freedom, you want to be able to have access to do what you want to do, right? All the beautiful opportunities, whether you want to accelerate your healing, right? And not continue to stay healing 10, 15, 20 plus years later, right? If you are in the process, teach you the importance of understanding how to shift and change and reconstruct your identity, your nervous system, and rewire your mental programming, right? So we teach all of those things here. And today, Infinite Gratitude Queen Lynn, Infinite Gratitude Big Chef, today we're going to be getting into, woo, 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 thank you, Infinite Gratitude. Today we're going to be getting into, it's because you're stuck in loops. It's because you're stuck in loops. The answer to all of your burning questions as to why do I mostly feel depressed? Infinite Gratitude, Lawyer P. Why do I mostly feel anxiety? Why am I not moving in a direction that I know I want to move in, right? Because how many of you know we already know what we want? We already know we want to grow businesses. We already know we want freedom. We already know we want to retire ourselves. We already know we want peace. Ashe, what's up, Kenzie? How are you, my love? We already know we want to shine, okay? Because we were created to shine. We wasn't created to be nobody's slave. We already know we want to forge healthy relationships. Many of us know we want partnership. We want someone who loves us. We want to give love and receive love without resentment, without all the negativity, without all the past traumas, okay? We want to be whole, operating from a place of fullness and not a place of fullness. So wherever you fall on that category, this is going to be for you, because I'm going to answer some of those burning questions as to why you're not where you want to be. Now, it is up to you to make a decision as to what you're going to do with the information. Understand that you're not here just by coincidence. You're not here just by luck. You are here because you summoned yourself, because what I'm about to teach you, you need to be reminded of so you can get to that next level. Okay? Ashe, I'm actually in Thailand, Kenzie. I'm actually in Thailand right now. So that's why you see it's nighttime for me, but it might be daytime for you all. Okay? So yes, I'm in Thailand and it's nighttime here. It's 9:22 p.m. So depending on where I am, where you all are. I'm at 8 to 11 hours ahead of you, right? So let's encourage us. Welcome. If you are a new soul here, if you're visiting me for the very first time, from someone who shared the live with you, or you just came through because you knew you were supposed to be here, type a new soul in the comments so I can properly greet you, so we can properly give you a virtual hug and a warm welcome. Infinite gratitude for the support. Follow Hannah. New soul, infinite gratitude. So, okay, we participate by liking, we participate by sharing. Y'all know how TikTok do, y'all know how we do over here. I don't know what they do, but over here, we participate and we reciprocate because we know the law of exchange is in operation all the time. So you get what you give, okay? Shay, hey mate, your stream's awesome. Just followed you. Would you have Shay? I'll follow you as soon as I'm done. Tanova. I hope I pronounced that right. Forgive me if I did. So welcome. So please understand that I am an educator. Infinite gratitude, Big Chef. Understand that I'm an educator. I'm not an entertainer. Although we have fun over here sometimes, okay? We can get serious. I pinch you sometimes. I give you a loving pinch, okay? Like, you know, to just wake you up a little bit, to wake up your cells. We get that little virtual Bernie Mac shake over here. However, it is used so I can prime you to receive so you can elevate, okay? So I'm an educator. I'm not an entertainer. I'm that sister, cousin, auntie, okay? I'm the grandma. I'm all of the things in the divine feminine. I am the righteous one in the divine feminine that is not only going to give you and share with you and let you know the desirable truth, but I'm here to give you the undesirable truth. Not so it can hurt you, so it can heal you, so it can help you. Ashe? Because too many of us are crying out here in these streets. Too many of us are not experiencing the abundance of beauty, the abundance of joy and peace, doing what we want to do when we want to do it. There's too many of us still being foolish. There's still too many of us associated with people, places, and things that is not serving us. Okay, so here you're gonna witness me using the power of repetition. Why? I say this all the time. Repetition enforces your new programs that allow us to feed the life that we want to live. Repetition equals repetition. Okay? The same way you didn't know how to ride a bike before you started learning how to ride a bike, and now you're a master bike rider. The same way you had to learn to tie your shoes, now you can tie your shoes blindfolded. The same way those of us who know how to swim, before we learned how to swim, before we used to only stick a little pinky toe in the water, okay? Now we're swimming like fish. Creating your desired reality is much like that. Repetition builds retention. And a lot of times when we get to that point where we made the decision that we want to elevate, we made the decision that we want more money in our life, we made the decision that we want more peace in our life, we made the decision that we want to travel more, that we want to retire ourselves, we already made the decision. However, it is within the between space in which many of us are having issues. And today I want to talk to you about that in between space, which is the time loops that many of you are stuck on. And I want to help you get unstuck. Ashe. So if that sounds like something you want to do, put a one in the comment section or put an Ashe. Y'all know we are the Ashe, the infinite Ashe. Okay, the more you engage with a frequency, thought, behavior, the more you consume what is healthy, the more you can build that retention. Okay, the more it's going to become automatic. The more your confidence is going to be built, the more your self-esteem is going to be built. Okay, it's by doing so. The same way you learn how to be a master shoe tire, the same way you learn how to swim, the same way you learn how to ride a bike. Learning mastery is the same way. The more you do it, baby, you just become phenomenal at it, right? And that is the state. But you cannot get there if you're still stuck in the same cycles. Okay? So again, it is my pleasure and honor to connect with you on a deeper level. What we do over here, we forge healthy relationships. Okay? I love you. Okay? We do that by being honest, transparent. Okay, by having integrity, authenticity, and respect and compassion for one another. Okay, along with the wise corrections, along with the pinches. Juvenile, how are you, my love? Chopper, how are you? Welcome in, right? So all of you new souls, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who just need a little bit of update, I've been teaching self-mastery for 15 plus years, and my core teachings stem around metaphysics, quantum physics, energetics, genetics, epigenetics, gene expression, universal and meta laws, conscious creation, right? Nervous system regulation, okay, and energetic coding. Most importantly, I'm a big, firm knower, not believer, that it is what you continue to do that is going to keep you in loopholes. So the work is absolutely necessary. And so those principles and core teachings, indisputable teachings that I teach you, okay, they are going to help you create the life that you desire. There is no if it will. It will if you will it too. Okay? So, what you feed gains power, and what you starve loses power. How does that make sense in my life for it now? Because the things that you are feeding yourself, the things that you are consuming, knowingly or unknowingly, is keeping you stuck in an unhealthy cycle, an unhealthy loop. What are the loops, Venus? I'm glad you asked. The loops are poverty. The loops are dysfunction. The loops are disease. The loops are illnesses. The loops are unhealthy relationships. The loops are self-destruction, right? And even though a lot of you may think nothing is going on, like it's not affecting you in no way, I'm here to tell you the truth, okay? So get ready to say ouch. Get ready to say ouch. If you are not elevating, you're de-elevating. If you're not ascending, you're descending. Ashe, there is no such thing as anything remaining the same. And when you understand the universal principle of rhythm, everything must move. When you understand the universal principle of correspondence, as below, so as above, so below. Nothing stays the same. Amani, infinite gratitude for the support follow, and thank you for sharing the live out, right? Nothing stays the same. So I know you may think every time you are in a unhealthy, toxic conversation, when I know you may think that you can keep postponing your elevation until tomorrow. I know you may think you can keep sitting on your ass and not doing nothing and not doing what you're supposed to do to elevate. I know some of you may think that you can stay friends with some of the people you're friends with. Ouch. I know you may think that you can stay in close proximity with some of your family members and things stay the same. No, it's not how it works, baby loves. And I'm here to tell you the universe isn't always working in your favor like you think it is. I know we have some people that say, oh my goodness, just trust in God, just trust in the universe. The universe is always working in your favor. Don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing, and it will magically appear. The money will magically appear. The new life that you want to live will magically appear. That is incorrect. And the more you consume and adopt those misconceptions, the more you continue to decelerate and destruct. That's not an opinion. That is a fact. If you understood a little bit more about who you are on a molecular level, if you understood that you are energy, infinite energy, if you understood that you are consciousness, if you understood that you are a magnetic being, you will understand that everything you do matters, everything you think, everything you speak, everything you do, every walk you walk, every talk you talk, every move you make is determining the state that you are in. So we're not complaining no more. Let's just put that out there right now. I want you to say it with me. We're not complaining anymore. We're taking full responsibility and accountability for the life that we are living that we no longer want to live. How are we taking responsibility? One of the ways is that you're here. Ashe? One of the ways is that you're here. Okay, this is where it's at. I'm telling you. This is where it's at. We are not complaining anymore, Queen Lynn. We are not complaining anymore, Imani. We're not bitching. We're not moaning. We're not worried about what Donald Duck is doing. We're not worried about where Peter Pan flying to. We're not worried about who Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse are kissing on the back end. We're not worried about the things that should not concern you. Why? Because what is harnessing your power should not be. And the more you focus on them, the more you talk about them, the more you feed them, what? They grow. They not only grow, they grow within you. They grow around you. So when it comes to you wanting a new reality, okay, the way you position yourself to get that new reality is by one, stop complaining and have more gratitude. Leave the past where it needs to be in the past and start focusing on what you want now, who you're being now, okay? And we do that by understanding where we are. How many of you know that you can't get to where you want to go if you don't realize where you are on your map? Where are you mentally? Where are you physically? Where are you spiritually? Okay. Awareness is the beginning of all of that. If you're not willing to accept the awareness of where you don't want to be, which is where many of you are, you're not moving past that stage. You're moving backwards and not forwards. Where am I on all levels? I say that's what it is. Where are you? Where are you? And I know sometimes that may be painful because a lot of us are broke. A lot of us are living in poverty. A lot of us are robbing Peter to pay Paul. A lot of us are still living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of us are still broken, unhealed, not whole. A lot of us are still entertaining people, places, and things. A lot of us are not where we could be. However, when you don't accept full accountability for you, for the part that you played and where you are right now, nothing changes in the way that you want it to change. Be transparently honest with yourself, because you simply saying you want more money isn't going to get you more money. You saying you want more peace isn't going to get you more peace. You saying you want a healthy relationship or romantic relationship isn't going to get you that. You saying you want to build more confidence. You saying you want to feel like you belong in certain atmospheres, in certain rooms, is not going to get you in those rooms, baby. How many of you know in order for you to open the door, you got to open the door. You got to open the door. You got to be willing to get up. You got to be willing to get up, and you got to be willing to get unstuck. You got to be willing to get out the loop. You got to be willing to open the door, to use your vessel as it was intended for you to use, to elevate, to ascend. So you got to get moving. Not only your physical avatar got to get moving. Why do you have hands? Why do you have a mouth? Why do you have eyes and ears and lips and body and all this? Why do we have all this gorgeous going on with us? Why do you have that? Not just so you can show it off. Not so you can just flaunt it, not so you can just be. It's purpose for you to use it to thrive, to elevate, to ascend. But we're not using it in the manners in which we should, according to our inherited makeup, because we've been programmed to abuse it and to stay deaf, dumb, docile, and enslaved. Ashe, Kaya, how are you, my love? Welcome in. So we wanna get it popping, but first, but first, let's give honor. Let's take a moment to give honor, because this is where it starts. Ashe, let's give honor to the infinite source of creation and creator, and the creator, which you are. You are the infinite source of the creator and creation. You are one with. We give honor and thanks to nature. We give honor and thanks to all living souls, beings, and things. We give infinite gratitude and honor to our ancestors who continually guide us and protect us and guard us and nudge us in the right direction, the righteous direction. Infinite gratitude for you. Infinite gratitude for you. Infinite gratitude for you wanting to change, right? Infinite gratitude, okay? It is always good. You make sure you give honor to yourself. You give honor to the infinite source of creation and the creator, which is you. They are one and the same. Please don't let nobody tell you anything different. Because when you continually put and rely on an external power source, guess what? You aren't able to tap into that power source full potential. And the full potential is within you. Okay? So these self-mastery lives are the core interplays between what you want, which is the thought of what you want, to pardon me, the manifestations of what you want. Like I said, we know what we want. We know what we want to experience, right? We know what we want. So the goal is to figure out the in between. Okay. And like I said, the in between is a lot of the unhealthy loops that we are stuck on right now. So across all disciplines, pardon me, across all disciplines, psychology, behavioral science, development, finances, human behavior, okay, too many of us are still struggling with financial security, purpose and fulfillment, emotional and mental dis-ease, right? Not feeling belong to, not feeling like we belong, love, connection. We're struggling with love. We're struggling with love and connection, with our health, with our vitality. You understand? So it's not the question of what we want. Okay. Understand the two reasons as to why you want what you want, the internal and external, because you cannot create a new reality with the old identity reconstruction. You cannot create a new reality with a scattered nervous system, neural rewiring. You cannot create your desired reality from a place of fear, scarcity, and lack. You cannot do it. Okay? When you're whatever place and state of being that you are creating from, that's what's going to dictate what you experience. And so I don't need to tell you what you experience. I don't need to tell you all the hell that you experience in moment after moment, week after week, year after year. I don't need to tell you that, because you can sense it, see it, hear it, taste it, touch it, smell it for yourself. Whether you're in denial about that, now that's a whole nother conversation that you probably need to sit down with yourself and have. Ashe? So we need to understand that. So I understand that a lot of us still have mommy and daddy issues. I understand that a lot of us still may have abandonment wounds. I understand that a lot of us are lonely. I understand that a lot of us don't really understand who we are and actually what we want. Right? I'm not going to get into how I know that. I just know it. Right? A lot of us are trying to, in the process of rediscovering our new identity. Ashe, Anthony, how are you, my love? Blissful rise to you. Okay. There's a lot of us who are in the process of starting over. And we know we want to start over. We know we need to start over, but we don't know the formula and the accurate steps to take. Because if you're not taking the accurate steps, you're going to continually be in that loop, in that cycle. Okay. Where you walk is important. Where you tread is important. So I know a lot of us who are still experiencing being overwhelmed, being burnt out. Those are not natural. Please stop listening to misguided people. Okay. And that's no disrespect to you. There are a lot of misguided, uneducated people leading and talking to a lot of other misguided and uneducated individuals. Infinite gratitude for the support, follow my love. Right? We need to understand that. No more excuses. Remember, we're not making no more excuses. We're not making no more justifications or rhymes or reasons as to why we're not living the life that we want to live. Put something right now in the comment section. Remember, I taught y'all about the power of reciprocation, the power of writing, whatever that may be. Type in the comment section something that you are currently working towards now. What do you want to manifest now? Put it in the comment section. I said, need the formula, no more by default. Yes, default manifestations. That's a whole thing, Amani. That is a whole thing. Self-reflection. Ashe, I love that, Sunny Sunshine. I love it. Positioning yourself. Healthy relationships. Oh, isn't that impactful, Queen? Healthy relationships, baby. Not toxic relationships that keep us anchored, not moving forward, okay? How many of y'all tired of carrying the load of your friends and family members for the sake of them being friends and family members, baby? I don't know about you, but it's a whole return to sender for me. Go that way. Go that way. Okay, because we're not doing that no more. Knowledge of self, I share. I see it, I see it, I see it. How many of you want more? How many of you want more vacations? Type for me in the comment section. How many of y'all want more money in your life? Right? You may not want to be a millionaire, but how many of you just want to have enough or more than enough to not only do what you want to do, but to also give others that are less fortunate than you? I see the me's. I see the me's. Somebody put a me in the comment section for me. Somebody put a me in the comment section for me. Money isn't evil, baby. Money isn't evil. It is good. More of all the good things. I say. We're not going to act oblivious and we're not going to deny what we want. It's okay to want more money, to want more financial security. It's okay to want a vacation. Me, Amani, Ashe, thank you so much. It's okay that you want to enjoy life and splurge without looking at your bank account. It's okay if you don't want to look at price tags. It's okay if you don't want to have to rob Peter to pay Paul. It's okay if you don't want to keep looking over your shoulders. It's okay if you want to be able to give your friends and your family members. I say, peace, John. What's good? What's up? Infinite gratitude. It's okay if you want to do more. It's okay if you want to elevate. It's okay. However, what's not okay is that you're not doing what you need to do to get there. Because let me tell you a truth. Okay? Let me tell you a truth. And I'm going to get into this, okay, in the lesson. The version of you that had all of that already. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited right now. I'm so excited. I literally can give away 1,000 pounds of excitement right now. That's how excited I am for you all. That's how excited I am for you all. Let me tell you a truth, okay? Let me tell you a truth, and may your heart and mind receive it without your cognitive dissonance playing tag, okay? Everything that you want, whoever you want to be, whatever you want to have already exists. I want you to wrap your mind and heart around that because it's not hocus pocus, and it's not mysticism. It's called mastery. Mastery of what, Venus? Mastery of your consciousness. Consciousness creates the sacred information that was once excluded and kept from the masses isn't kept from us anymore. All of these things have been indisputably proven. You are not just your avatar. There are multiple realities that you exist on. What do you think some of these movies are trying to tell you? What do you think your ancestors, specifically your extraterrestrial ancestors, are telling you? And if you don't think you have extraterrestrial ancestors, especially if you are a carbonated, melanated being, baby, you missing out on it. You missing out on say quantum physics. Yes, John. You're missing out on experiencing some of the phenomenons that you were created to experience. The question is, how do you get out of the dysfunctional loop, the anxiety loop, the fear loop, the trauma loop that you're in? So you can quantum jump or quantum leap into the reality that already exists. Now. Oh my goodness. I need y'all to understand. Come on, I need y'all to understand. Everything you want already exists. It first starts in the mind. This is why I teach you in the Creating Your Desired Reality Master Program. I teach you all of these lessons. This is why I tell y'all to invest in yourself, because Creating Your Desired Reality Master Training gives you the blueprint, all of the fundamentals on the layman terms, in layman term in layman terms, gives you the blueprint of what you need to know to start building the foundational blocks that are proven to get you from one timeline to the next timeline. It's simpler than most of y'all think. It starts with the mind. Everything that you see, you taste, you touch, you feel, everything that already exists started from the conscious realm. You are consciousness, my love, which means you have the power to turn your thought conscious into matter. It's not mind over matter. Conscious creation creates matter. And then it is materialized. Okay, this is matter materialized in this realm as the physical objects or the experiences that you want to experience. So how do I know most of y'all stuck in timelines? Baby, y'all know what I put on my assistants is on the topic. Okay? Put a one in the comment section if you're ready to learn, baby. If you're ready to learn how to get unstuck, how to get out that damn loop, okay? Let me know. Put one in the comment section. Queen, I see you. Jackie, was that Jackie? I see you. Laura, how are you, my love? Peace, love, welcome, and blue to rise. Ashe, I see you, big chef. 111, mom. How are you, my love? Infinite gratitude. Thank you for being here. Chopper, I see you. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. The reason you're not experiencing what you want to experience is because you're stuck in low vibrational conscious loops. You're stuck in realities that you've orchestrated, that you created, co-created, I'll say, let me say that, co-created. And you're not sure how to get out of it. Because I don't know about you, but everyone I know that is in their right mind would not choose to continue to suffer. Would not think that in order for them to reach their heaven, that they have to suffer in hell, that they are not one and the same on the same parallel timeline. I don't know about you, but anybody in their right mind wouldn't choose to keep repeating the same unhealthy behavior patterns. I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody that's in their right mind that want to stay in the 11th grade. That don't want to graduate. I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody like that. I know when I was in high school, baby, it was all about let's get out of here, let's move on. Okay, next level. How do you get to the next level? You understand what loop you're stuck in. What is a timeline loop, people? What is a timeline loop? Understanding and comprehension, I should say, is imperative to you getting out of those unhealthy loops. So what is a timeline? According to quantum physics, manifestation, in a context of manifestation and what I'm speaking about, quantum physics is a timeline, okay, in which one possible path of reality that unfolds based upon their state of consciousness. So if you are experiencing low vibrations, if you're experiencing dis-ease or ailments, if you're experiencing resentment and hate and frustration and jealousy and all of these different things, those are realities, lower states of consciousness, conscious loops that you are continually repeating because you have not learned what is required for you to get out of the loop. Or you're very comfortable being without. You're very comfortable not being where you want to be. You're not willing to do the work, okay? But how many of you are you willing to do the work? First and foremost, Lord, how are you, my love? Please tell the truth. How are you? I have to be willing to do the work. I didn't just stop at me thinking that I wanted to move to Thailand. I took the necessary steps that was required for me to move to Thailand. Okay, me moving to Thailand is also considered quantum jumping. Moving from one state of being to another state of being is the equivalent to you time jumping. I'm no longer in the reality that I was in Georgia. Somebody say I should. In order for you to no longer be in the reality that you are currently in, you're going to have to do some things. You're going to have to shift some things around. You're going to have to put in the work. But the work doesn't have to be hard if you have a qualified mentor to walk with you. Ashe? So in quantum physics, a timeline is one possible path of multiple paths of reality that unfolds, that is manifested from your state of consciousness, your state of being. Okay? Let's start taking responsibility, because that's the beginning steps. Knowing where you don't want to be and connecting with someone that can help you get to where you want to be. Because if you think you can continually do it on your own, baby, you are accelerating your self-destruction. You're heading for self-destruction. And that's not an opinion or my perspective. That is the truth based on chemistry. That is the truth based on science, spirituality, quantum. That is the truth. Ashe? Basic chemistry, basic biology as living organisms. If you are not expanding, if you are not elevating, you're de-elevating. Yes, taking responsibility. Ashe. As a living organism, the organism must live, it must thrive, it must grow, it must expand. And if it's not expanding, it will lose its vital essence. What is the vital essence, you say, Venus? Your life here. Just because your souls are infinite don't mean that you get to stay on this planet forever. You have responsibilities. It's not just to make money, which you should. It's not just to forge healthy connections, which you should. It's not just so you can have all of the pleasures in the world, which you should. It is also so that you can help elevate the collective consciousness. You have a responsibility not only to yourself, but to the collective, to nature. Understand, and to one another. And you can't do that if you're not effectively expanding. What is this living organism? It's you. And if you're not expanding, you're what? Contracting, which means you're losing your vital essence. So I want y'all to think of it like that. Okay? Choices, your frequency. Mika, how are you, my love? Peace, blissful rise. So think of it like a strand of potential events already existing. I'll give you this. Mercedes already exists. You can literally buy a Mercedes in whatever state and whatever country you want to go in. Toyota already exists. Whatever your favorite brand of clothing is, it already exists somewhere. The love that you want in your life, the romantic love, the relationships that you want in your life already exist somewhere. Why? Because you exist. It exists. They exist. They're just on a different timeline. And in order for you to get on that timeline, you must first get out of the lower states of consciousness. You must get out of those repetitive loops of dysfunction. Okay? How is that created? Ashe, how is that created? So think of quantum jumping or timeline jumping just like that. Anything you want, it already exists. However, if you don't come to have confidence in seeing yourself, visualizing yourself, living that type of life, loving on your partner loving on you. If you don't know that you are not separate from the life that you want to live, it's not going to be created. You have to not only think it, you got to feel it, and you got to know it. I want you to visualize and see yourself driving in whatever car you want to drive, living in the type of house you want to live. I'm talking about down to the color of the tiles in the bathroom, the living room, what the grass looks like, what it feels like underneath your feet, how it feels to open up your blinds. That's what I did. I visualized all of this. And when I tell you the condo that I'm living in Thailand, when I tell you it is 98% the exact replica of what I thought about, what I said it was going to be, what I visualized. I visualized me standing in front of this ceiling to floor window, overlooking the water, overlooking this beautiful skyline. I visualized that. I literally felt it. While I was in my Georgia apartment, I literally felt it. Every day it was like I had to come back to. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not there, but I'm getting closer and closer and closer because the more I vibrated on that frequency, the more I visualized it. Remember, repetition begets retention. The more I did it, the more it became real. And a lot of you, what your problem is, for a lot of you, what your problem is, yes, fully descriptive to the T, to the T, and to the I. Rachel, how are you, my love? A lot of beings' problem is you aren't yet seeing yourself worthy of living the life. Because for some of you, you're scared. You say you want the money, but when the opportunity presents itself, you allow your cognitive dissonance to run rampant. Okay? For a lot of you, you say you want a healthy love, you say you want your husband, you say you want your wife, and when the opportunity presents itself to you, whether it comes in the form of the test or the real one, you trick yourself out of it. Why? Because this can be true. Why can it be true? However, simultaneously, it is true. Why? Because you're making it true. So you have to understand what you say you want. You have to know you deserve, you want it. You have to have the confidence to know you deserve it. Now it's either you want it or you don't. Make up your mind. So a lot of us are not where we want to be and have what we want to have, and continually are in this repetitive, dysfunctional loop, repeating the same unhealthy behaviors, entertaining the same type of people for the sake of friendship, for the sake of mothership, for the sake of fathership, for the sake of sistership, for the sake of cousinship, for the sake of any ship that is drowning, that is sinking. Damn the ship, jump. Get off the ship. Don't go down with the ship. This ain't no damn movie. I'm not going down with nobody dysfunctional shit. If we ride on the same shit, baby, you can go down with your own damn dysfunction. I'm going down with you. Damn the relationship, damn the titles. You can go down if you want to go down, baby. And I love you enough to let you go down, because I'm not going to force you to elevate. I'm not going to force you to live in your greatness. I'm not going to force you to understand how phenomenal you are. I'm not going to force you into your power. You cannot force another soul to do what you want it to do. You cannot. And a lot of times we go wrong, even when it comes to raising our children. Again, repeating the same dysfunctional loop and then handing it down through our generations, and wonder why many of them have lost their goddamn minds. Why? Because you don't lost your mind and you still not in your right mind. Because what? Children mimic what they've been shown and displayed before them. Damn what you tell them. So if they see you constantly willing to sink, willing to handle abuse, willing to be disrespected, willing to be unloved and not give love also, willing to do all of these things, and you wondering why? Baby, ain't nobody going down with you. You go down by your damn self. Okay? That's where this connection and relationship ends. Because I have the power to do so. You don't get to dictate whether I stay on this sinking ship or not. You don't get to dictate whether I'm happy or not. You don't get to dictate whether I choose to get out of this fucked up loop. You don't get to dictate that for me. And I don't get to dictate it for you. So the best thing you can do is disassociate yourself from people who are constantly worried about shit that they shouldn't be worried about. People who are choosing to sink their own ship because they cannot stop talking about politics. They cannot stop engaging in unhealthy conversations. They cannot stop bitching, moaning, and complaining. They cannot stop being a victim. They cannot stop being powerless. They cannot stop being enslaved. Okay? Choose you. Because the people, places, and things in your environment also dictate what loop you're in, what timeline you're in. And a lot of times they can't come with you. Let them go. Let them go. Go through go through what you need to go through. Just let them go. Stop it. Do y'all understand that it is more than what meets the eye that is going on? A lot of us don't remember oh, gosh. My hope is that a lot of us really choose to wake up. Really choose to wake up. Do y'all not understand what's going on in the cosmic realm, in the galactic realm? Do you not understand astronomy and astrology? All of these things are you. Do you not understand what's going on? The planet, the earth, our universe, our tiny little universe within a multiverse is being reconstructed. When are you going to learn? You don't have no damn say so over who the damn president is. You don't have no say so. You don't even sit at that galactic table to make the type of decisions that you fucking hooping and hollering about that you make. You don't make those decisions. You don't. A lot of us are so disillusioned by all of these systems that were created and designed to keep you mentally enslaved. That has nothing to do with you. It is all by design to keep you distracted. It is all by design so you can stay in those unhealthy loops. Why? Because when you're in those unhealthy loops, it keeps your bioelectromagnetic field weak. And when you are weak, you can be willed. When you are weak, your energy can easily be harvested. It's not a joke and it's not a game all the damn time. It's not. It's not. It's not. I need y'all to understand that. There are a lot of things that is going on that is going on in the spiritual realm, in the cosmic realm that you can't even fathom. Why? Because you're so attached to this physical reality and all of the systems that was built within inside these matrices that is keeping you stuck. So you online looking all fucking types of crazy with all due respect, talking about, oh, I'm mad right now. I had a day. Don't you know that they done elected this fool? And look what this fool did. Look what Donald Duck did today. Look at what the left side doing. Look at what the right side doing. Look at what all them people doing over there. Look, stop looking. Stop looking. Mind your business. Mind your consciousness, I should say. Correction. Mind your consciousness. We're talking about getting unstuck, getting out these unhealthy cycles. Do you know what you're doing to yourself every time you play into their narrative? Do you know what you're doing to yourself every time you feed into their narrative? Do you know what you're doing to yourself and to your loved ones and to your children by continually being unaware that you are still enslaved? So no wonder why you can't break free out of poverty, because you're still attached to the systems and programs in which you think you have a say so in. A lot of us, we want to join the race that we were never placed in. Create your own race if that's what you want to do so damn bad. Create your own system if you want to be a part of the system so bad. Create your own. You have the ability to do so, and you don't need 100 people to do it with you. Peace out, Shay. Hey, honey. Hi, honey. Hi, love. Put up Shay in a comment if it's making sense to you. Come on now. We got to do better. We got to understand. We got to accept that we are not where we should be. Ashe? Ashe, Shopper? Ashe, Big Chef? We have to come to this realization. It's crazy. Remember, What you feed gains power, and what you starve loses its power. Yes, do I know the things that they're showing on social media is disheartening? Absolutely. However, if you also understand the infrastructure of the infinite cosmic realm, yourself, if you understood souls, if you understood all of the many different levels within the levels of the realities that you are living in, you will also know that having the ability to regulate your consciousness, to regulate your nervous system, to regulate your supercomputer, which is your mind, to understand the deeper things that's within, you will stop losing your mind over things that are happening. You can destroy a body, and a body, you don't get to dictate how people leave this planet, how they soul choose to eject. You don't get to decide that. And yes, although it's disheartening when we see all the violence, absolutely. But it's not meant for you to go and then give them people your energy so they can keep creating more disillusions, more illusions, more traps for you to fall in. You need to understand that you don't get to dictate how the soul transitions off this earth. It can come by way of seemingly sickness, whatever it may be. When you understand these principles, you will stop being lured into these energy ciphering chambers and loops that were only built and created to do one thing and one thing only. Energy needs energy to create. Energy needs energy to create. The way these unrighteous people are seemingly in power and are able to do the things that they're doing because they got a whole bunch of goddamn bots doing their bidding. You're doing their bidding. There are a lot of us who are knowingly or unknowingly doing their bidding, so they don't got to do a damn thing but just sit back and watch while you destroy yourself. Sit back and watch while you destroy the earth. Sit back and watch while you continually say, I see no evil, I speak no evil, I hear no evil. You better open up your eyes, open up your ears, and open up your mouth. Because that is the only way you're going to get to where you need to be. Ashe? That's the only way. Metaphysically, your timeline is the lived version of your vibration. Your timeline is the lived version of your vibration. Ashe? Your timeline is the lived version of the vibration that you are currently in. Your inner state selects your outer experience. What do you mean by inner state, Venus? When is the last time you did a self-assessment of your heart? When is the last time you did a self-assessment of how you feel in your body? When is the last time you did a self-assessment of your internal thoughts? Ashe? When is the last time? Because a lot of you still have resentment and it shows because you are attracting more people who are going to cause you not to trust. Resentment is the byproduct of mistrust. So it's not that you don't trust them, you don't trust you. And by harboring those energies and frequencies in your heart, which is the magnet that's drawn in all of these experiences, is determined by you. Nobody can force you to keep something in your heart or dispel it. You have to be the one to rise above that. You have to be the one to let that shit go. Let it go. They did what they did, and a lot of them did what they were only able and capable of doing. Let that shit go. Say it with me. Let that shit go. Let it go and leave it gone. Yes. Now I'll raise you one, Allure. People say forgiveness. Now, perspective also shapes your reality. So let's give more perspective to that. And I like what you said. I see it. Let that shit go. Sunshine. Perspective. What if we swap out the word forgiveness as it relates to, oh, you should always forgive those who abuse you and use you, meaning the way forgiveness was taught was to keep those who betrayed us in our lives. That is the conventional tradition. conventional, traditional teachings of forgiveness. So I'll raise you one. Yeah, of self. I say, Lord. What you want to do is release the frequency because it's low. Why do I say this? Because the same words that we continually use, a lot of them carry a low vibration and low frequency. And it's because we don't understand the etymology, infinite gratitude special, because we don't understand the etymology of these words, how they twisted it. Remember, I taught y'all, I did a lesson on how language is fucking a lot of us up. I taught y'all about sound and cymatics and cymatics, vibrations, frequency. Just and a lot of the words and terms we are using carry a low frequency because the because of the reason it was created and put into the dictionary for you to consume. So a lot of us is still operating on those same old programs of certain words that is also unknowingly keeping us in the same dysfunctional loops. So the reason so saying forgiveness is not, I'm not saying that it is something that's not positive. What I'm saying is that broaden your perspective and start changing out the words that you're using. You don't want to forgive. You want to release the frequency that no longer serves you. Why? Not only is it now starved, not only are you now starving that frequency that that was unknowingly causing you to stay in a lower state of consciousness, lower state of being, helping to create the experiences that you no longer want to experience. By replacing it, it helps you to form a new neural network, new pathways. So now you start to ignite and start sparking and feeding those new pathways that is going to get you off of the old timelines into the new reality that you want to live. I share infinite gratitude for the gifts, infinite gratitude for the taps, infinite gratitude, right? A timeline is a reality, the desired reality or undesired reality path created and is activated by your frequency and your choices. Why are we not understanding that your choices matter? Your choices is dictating your behaviors, and the worst thing you can do is just completely just continue to fall away. Some of us are so, when I tell you some of us are so damn irresponsible, I came across someone's TikTok, as I should have, because this was a person that I followed and supported. It was a new person that I followed and supported because the live that I entertained was positive. I'm like, oh, okay, I love seeing divine feminine women operate within their divinity that know something, right? Because, and I tell y'all all the time, this is how we are easily tricked, okay? She was saying all the right things. She was speaking all the right things. She was talking about the Ashe. She was talking about quantum physics. She was talking about divine femininity. Welcome in faith. Welcome in special. She was talking about all of these things. And I'm like, okay, we on to something. That's real beautiful. Okay, let's skip the long story and shorten it. I am so disgusted by some of us, especially the divine feminine. So disgusted. This being had the absolute nerve to say that there were periods of time where she left her children barefoot in the snow, dropped them off at their dad's house, no shoes, no nothing, snowing, and she was like, "I ain't care. Enough is enough. Like she was like, speak your truth. I encourage you," and she's encouraging these other women to speak their truth. She's indirectly boasting about how she now living a single life when her children don't live with her. She's boasting about she needs to take time for herself and she's loving her newfound freedom while she abandoned her children. The disgust. Because did you not know after the first child that if you fuck, you can get children? That's what happens when you do that. You get this. You can potentially get this. And I found that that's so damn disgusting. And she was encouraging the other women to do the same. Because she said there was this one woman who came in my life and she felt she was so low, she was so weak, she was so overwhelmed that she was having thoughts of unaliving her children. And I can't say that I didn't agree with her. And I had to do a double take, like, what the did you just say? So I sat there for just a little bit longer to see if she was going to correct herself, but it was more of the same, encouraging women to not be responsible, encouraging other women to not be accountable for the decisions you make. You chose to live with that man, and now you got a baby, and now all of a sudden, because life is happening, because of the choice you made, now you are glorifying the fact that you didn't have what it takes to be a mother. And instead of you being ashamed of your decision, you are boasting about how you are a part of mentally disturbing those children. Disgusted. And all I can say is that I wish and hope that you get the reality that you deserve. I wish you are presented with the experiences that is going to cause you to change that nasty, disgusting, despicable behavior. After the first child, you should have known what could happen if you do this without protection. And now you think you have a right to condone another woman having the thought of unaliving an innocent soul just because of the choices you made? And that's not where it stops. How many of us are making excuses? It may not be to that extreme, but how many of you keep making excuses about why you don't have money? Oh, it's racism. It's the government fault. They putting these systems out. They don't put this new law 5511 and 1211 and 1315, 1819, and they just violating our constitutional rights, which you never had a fucking right to. They're doing all of these things. How many of you making excuses and blaming your mama and blaming your daddy and blaming Donald Trump and blaming the White House, left house, blue house, red house, pink house, everybody house but your house? Everybody complaining about why we're still allowing toxic men and women in our life. Why do you have to say, oh sis, he wasn't ready for you? Okay, he's not ignoring you. He's ignoring the fact that he don't deserve. Why do you have to be in that position anyway? Why do you have to be crying over a damn man or woman that don't want you in the first place? Because if you was never there, you would never be able to say, sis, don't cry over him. Sis, don't follow him. Or bro, don't continue to follow her. But baby, what we doing is, come on, let's make sense out of sense. There you go, abstract. Allure. Everybody house but your house. Everybody house. You worried about what's over his house, what's over there. You even worried about somebody's house in a whole nother fucking country. Meanwhile, yours is burning the flame. Meanwhile, yours is in flames, on fire. And you don't feel the heat up underneath your ass. You're not gathering from the smoke. It ain't nobody else's responsibility to make sure you have what you have, what you want to have. Nobody else's responsibility for your happiness. Nobody else's responsibility for your self-fulfillment. Nobody. It ain't nobody else's responsibility for getting you out of the fucking loops that you can put yourself in. And I say that with all due respect. I say that with all due respect because sometimes this is the approach that we need. A little Bernie Mac shake. A little Bernie Mac shake to reorganize your dysfunctional thoughts until you say, you know what? I get it. I get it. You don't have to keep splitting your head open in order for you to know that you need to make a damn change because you're going down and you're going down real fast. Your divine blueprint is the original energetic code of your soul, chosen way before entering this realm. It is you. When you understand your natal chart, you understand that it's not just some chart with numbers and patterns and symbols. It's not. And oh, I ain't even gonna go there. I found peace when I set boundaries and started discipline. I shake. Some of us need a good little shaking divinely. I shake. It hit me all at one time. Facts. I shake. That part, it starts with self. I shake. I shake. You have a divine blueprint. So the timeline is predicated upon many things. Not a lot, but many things. And one of those things that's at the top of those things is your state of being. Your state of being. And some of you are not sitting with yourself long enough to evaluate your mental state, your physical state, your spiritual state, your financial state. How you want more money if you don't even know, if you haven't even created a budget for yourself? How do you want more healthy love to come into your life through ways of friendships, romantic ships, partnerships, if you don't even fully love yourself? Would you expect someone to love you in the way that you don't love yourself? No, they're going to love you the way that you love yourself, disrespectfully. Respectfully. You want support, and you're not even supporting yourself? You want someone who is alluring and sexy and confident, just their self-esteem is regulated where they need to be, their ego is harmonized, right? Meanwhile, you're still struggling with those things. Don't get it twisted. You can pretend we're real good. Baby, dysfunction can look real good. Put a one in the comment section if you ever seen dysfunction look real good on the outside. Somebody put a one in the comment section for me. Now, I'm just not going to talk about you all. I'm going to talk about me. Baby, when I tell you depression, suicidal thoughts, anxiety, low self-esteem, low self-worth, when I tell you it looked good on me, especially because we, no shade to the other states, but baby, BK, we know we do what we do when it comes down to fashion. We do what it do when it comes down to adorning ourselves. Nobody could tell how I was depressed because on the outside, baby, it looked like I had everything going on. It looked like I really loved myself. It looked like it looked like I had confidence, baby, because my strut was strutting. My strut used to strut, okay? Just because it looked good don't mean it is good. And just because it looked good don't mean it feel good. Because you can make what don't feel good look real good. And all while self-destructing at the same damn time. At the same damn time. At the same damn time. So don't get it twisted. Just because people can articulate themselves well, speak well, perform really well, performance does not equal transformation. And the only way you can determine that even for yourself is that you get back in tune with who you divinely and truly are. And you cannot do that if you do not have proper guidance. Okay? Because if you knew better and knew how, you would be better. And you would be in the process of the how. I say? What is the loop? What is the loop? The loop is what? We all know what a loop is. Go round and around and around we go. Round and around and around we go. Round and around and around we go. Loops are repeating cycles of what? Your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your behaviors. They are locked into the same timeline. So if you keep with the negative thoughts, if you keep with the unhealthy behaviors, if you continue to think the same, if you continue to act the same, if you continue to take the same road, the same path, the same direction, if you're in the same places every day, if you're entertaining the same people every day, if you're making the same decisions every day. I know the hardest thing for people to do is to change the behaviors that they made yesterday, but I'm telling you that is the cause of you still existing in that loop, in that timeline. That's what a loop is. So when we speak about anything, you need to first understand what you're talking about, and you need to comprehend what you're learning. Because one word that is said in a different way, one word that is unrecognized and uncomprehended, I know that's probably not a word, right? Can change the whole trajectory of a sentence and of a story. A lot of arguments start because people hear what wasn't said. Why? Mainly because they either didn't comprehend what was said, or they ignored what was said because they hell bent. When I say hell bent, I don't mean a place of fire. I mean lower nature bent on staying stuck on stupid. And then you find yourself arguing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with people who constantly are showing you they don't give a damn about themselves. So why are you exhausting yourself? Neurologically, a repeated loop cycle that you are remaining in, that you are putting yourself in, is when your neural circuits keep firing and wiring in the same place over and over and over again, right? And in quantum terms, it's when you unconsciously collapse the same timeline over and over and over again. Y'all ever seen a movie where you see a person run through the door and they find themselves right back at the door? And so they run back through the door again. I forget what movie this is from. It's a movie in my head. But they run through the door and they right back at the front of the door again when they went through the door. So they ran through the door and they right back at the same place. And they do it again at the same place. They do it again at the same place. That's called insanity. That's called foolishness. At what point do you stop and be like, wait a minute, I keep ending up at the same damn door. This is the same door. The door didn't change. What's on the other side isn't changing because what's on the other side isn't changing. I want y'all to process that for a second. If you understand what I just said, put an option in the comment section. What's on the other side isn't changing because what's on the other side isn't changing. It doesn't matter. I see the Ashes, Allure, Queen, Mama. Come on now. Naga. Peace, Naga. What's good? Sunshine, Almisa. Claus, how are you, my love? I need y'all to understand. You just can't think the other side to change. You can't just speak the other side to change. You can't even just visualize the other side to change until you take the necessary steps to change. And in order for you to take the necessary steps to change, what's on the other side of that change is going to remain more of the same, not the same, more of the same, because nothing ever stays the same. It's either getting worse or it's getting better. You're either going up or down, forward or backwards, to the right or to the left. So yes, that's a loop, especially when it's an unhealthy loop. So in short, a loop is the recycling of the same mental patterns, the same nervous system, rewirings, the same neural networks and neural pathways that are rewiring, the same genes that keep expressing itself because you haven't changed it. That's when we get into the science of gene expression, genetics, epigenetics, right? So you have to understand that. Ain't nothing on the other side is going to change unless you change it. Ashe? So when we're talking about timelines, infinite gratitude. Make sure y'all tapping the screen. Make sure y'all get y'all. Okay, we about to move into the next section. Is about to. Okay, I want y'all to take a little second and jiggle, 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 jiggle. Move your energy around. Move your energy around. Shake your hands a little. Clap, hey, clap a little, hey, clap a little. Okay, let's reset. How many of you understand that this is what I'm doing right now is called pattern disruption? What I'm doing right now is pattern disruption. Okay, because sometimes you need to disrupt the pattern that you're in, even when it's good. So your mind and your brain and your heart can be able to retain what you're receiving. Okay, so shake a little, shake, shake a little, hey, bounce a little, hey, bounce a little. Okay, just move that body, get that energy circulating. Okay, get that energy circulating. Okay, get that energy circulating. Use that beautiful avatar. For real though, I'm serious. I like that. I know what I know. Okay, when it comes down to the self mastery thing, baby, I'm her. Okay, I'm her. I'm that professor. I'm that educator. Okay, and I'm not going to steer you in the wrong direction. China, how are you, my love? So let's get into it. Timelines. Timelines are what? Levels of consciousness, higher or lower. Levels of consciousness, higher or lower, my loves. I need y'all to understand this. And if you're viewing it from over on the YT, you already see the presentation. Consciousness, timelines are merely levels of higher or lower states of consciousness. And you can measure it, my loves. You can measure it. You can measure the timeline that you're on simply by being aware of your state of being, of your reality, especially infinite gratitude, my love, infinite gratitude. You can tell what timeline you're on. So stop ignoring it. If you are currently on a timeline that you no longer wish to be in, I want you to be courageous right now. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no shame in your game. This is being transparently honest with yourself. And I'm not asking you for the details, but if you currently are on the timeline that you know you want to move from, put a one in the comment section. Ashe? Not Chopper, you've been with me for a minute now. I have not steered you wrong, baby. Yes, I see you. I love the transparency, organic beauty. Stefan, I love to see it. Abstract Mind, Big Chef, Queen Lee. Okay, I'm shifting. I woke up different. Ashe, okay, I'm seeing it. That's what's Chan. I see you over there in YT land. That's nothing to be ashamed about. It's just something for you to be aware about because awareness is the first step you take in jumping timelines. I do it all the time. Many of you have done it. You just don't realize that you're doing it. But what if you knew what you were doing? What if you knew what you were doing? Because if you knew what you were doing, which this is why I'm here to teach you about these things and to teach you the tools, techniques, and the application that you can use to get on higher timelines. Ask yourself, how do you feel most often? You don't have to put it in the comment section. If you want to, you can. Grown and sassy, how are you, my love? Welcome in. You can measure what timeline you're on. I'm gonna give you this right now. We're gonna do this in real time, okay? Now, this is something that I will do with my mentees inside of All Things Mastery Infinity Circle. This is the benefit of being in the All Things Mastery Infinity Circle because you get exercises like this. Ask yourself, how do you feel most often? The answer that you get will determine whether you're on a lower timeline or a reality that you no longer want to exist in, or whether you are in a higher timeline and a reality that you want to exist in. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with if you are on a timeline that you actually want to be in and you want to be on a higher timeline. Because remember, your number one goal as a living organism is to expand, thrive, excel, elevate. And if you're not doing that, guess what? You're doing the very opposite. So it is inherently in you to want to go from higher timeline to higher timeline to higher timeline. It doesn't matter what that looks like, as long as it's a higher timeline. Okay? So, because your feelings are the biochemical feedback of your consciousness, it places you on the scale, the timeline scale. And it can be, how many of y'all have seen the scale, the timeline scale? So you have a line, right, which is a good example of how the timelines of the multiverse works and reality works, okay? So just because the timeline is parallel, there are different realities within those timelines. Okay, there are different loops, different spirals. So if you are constantly experiencing misery, oh, I hate this, I hate that, I don't feel comfortable today. Today was a day. Every day's a fucking day for some people, by the way. Goodness gracious. How was your day? Oh, today was a day, same shit, different day. You absolutely right. Please go away. Go away. Okay. Right back to the timeline. Happy and upbeat. I just struggle with negativity in the first thing in a rising. Listen, you would be a wonderful member of All Things Mastery Infinity Circle. I can show you how to correct that in less than 3 days. If you apply what I teach you, I can teach you how to correct that. Okay, so back to the timeline. Hold on. Mix, I need to move and elevate. Okay. Man, once you learn, there is no limit to happiness. For this is the heaven for me to thrive the way. Ashe, Chopper. Ashe. Stefan says, I feel empowered. I feel enlightened. I feel like downloads are coming to me faster than I've ever experienced. Ashe, I'm happy for you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. So back to the timeline, okay? So your timeline that you're on is created via the biochemical feedback of your consciousness, okay? So when you're constantly still talking negatively, whether you know it, and by the way, it happens even though you're not aware of it. Why? Because universal laws don't shut off just because you're not paying attention. Okay, that's that. Now, if you find yourself being affected by your boss, his boss, politics, what's going on in the world, the government, people just do up to no good, doing no good, or your ex that you done left for a reason. If you continually focusing on the problems and the issues, not only within your life, but the world, if you are still scared to move for whatever reason, if you are still worrying about how you're going to pay your bills, how you're going to do the things that you want to, just know that because you are embodying all of those states of consciousness, right? You are continually sending a biochemical feedback to the universe to give you more of that. So it keeps you in that unhealthy cycle, unhealthy loop, and on a lower timeline. However, when you are experiencing more abundance of love, abundance of peace, abundance of money and wealth and all of these different things, if you're not focusing on a past, but you're focusing on the now, if you are having more gratitude instead of complaining over here, if you are happy and satisfied and learning how to be fulfilled, okay, these are higher timelines. And there are certain things that is necessary for you to continue to do, not do one time. You just can't feed a plant one day and think it's going to keep growing. Okay, just like you cannot just feed yourself right now and think you're going to keep growing. No, what you don't get to keep what you don't cultivate, my love, and you can only keep what you cultivate. You can only exist on a reality that you're cultivating. And you can either cultivate it via the negative biofeedback, the biofeedback loops, or positive biofeedback loops. You get to choose what timeline you're on. Say that with me. I need you to get it through your bones, your soul, your soul. I create the timelines that I'm in. I create the timelines that I'm on. I have the power to create the timeline that I desire. Say it again. I have the power to create the desired timeline. I have the power to create my desired timeline. Just like I desire to move to Thailand. Now I'm in Thailand 4 months in. Okay, just living my best life, mind my business, and mind your business, because your business is my business and my business is your business as a collective. Okay, so I do a little bit of minding your business because I want you to really grow. I want you to really elevate, because the more souls that elevate in consciousness, that jump higher timelines, the more we can unify the consciousness of the realm. How many of you know that the earth is conscious? The earth is alive. So the next time you litter, don't. The next time you disrespect a branch, a tree, the next time you disrespect anything that you have in your surroundings, I want you not to do that. Because would you like somebody to step on you, disregard you, not respect you, not to consider you, not to love you? Baby, you are the earth. You are all the elements within it. So when it comes down to taking responsibility and accountability, you need information to understand what you're responsible and accountable for, because it doesn't matter whether you're aware or not, you're still held responsible for contributing, whether you know it or not. I say, Chan, I create the time I am on. I have the power to create my greatest timeline. I say, I love that for us. I love that for us. I do. I absolutely love that for us, right? So, what are higher timelines? It's the peace, it's the joy, it's the liberation, it's the authenticity, right? It's good. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Even on the days where I'm not feeling my best self, I'm still my best self. I want y'all to process that for a second. And when you can truly understand what I just said and then embody what I just said, what's on the other side of that door, what's on the other timeline of that reality, baby, you will be there. It will be no second guesses. Even when I'm not feeling my best, I'm still feeling my best. You know why? Because I'm still so grateful. Because I know I'm taking the steps that I need that's going to position me for whatever it is I say I want. Whatever it is I wish to experience. I do it all the time. I have mentees that do it all the time with the tools that I teach them. People around you are literally doing it all the time. So there's not a question of if you can, it's if you can. Can you? Can I buy a vowel from somebody? Put a yes in the comment section if you can. Say yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 Sonny. Yes, 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 Amani. Yes, 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 Big Chef. Yes, 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 Chan. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 Chopper. Yes, 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 Drop. Yes, 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 Loyal. Yes, 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 Venus. Yes, 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 Queen. Yes, 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 Ashe. You have to know it. Feeling what you feel is a large contributor to the timeline you're on. So this is why you have to feel greater than you think sometimes. And if you have to turn on your favorite song, baby, turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up, okay? Because I guarantee you that slumped up attitude that you have, that slumped up posture that you have, baby, when you just, oh God, have mercy. Please, God, stop begging. People in authority don't beg. People that know they command. People who are empowered don't beg. They don't bitch, they don't moan, they don't complain. They don't bitch, they don't moan, they don't complain. People who are in authority just command. So whatever it is you got to do to raise your level to feel greater than the thinking and the stinking ways and change that frequency. And jumping timelines is really as simple as that. It's like playing hopscotch. Y'all remember the game hopscotch? Okay. So stay away from them lower timelines. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to continue to suffer. You don't have to continue to be in grief. You don't have to continue to be separated. You don't have to continue to be in pain, mentally, spiritually, or physically. You don't have to continue being depressed every other week, every other month. Okay? Depression ain't sneaking up on you. It ain't never left you because you ain't left it. Woo! Woo! Let's turn on it. Let's turn on it. Come on now. Come on, let's tell the truth today. Let's tell the truth today because it's going to set you free. Anxiety ain't left you because you ain't left it. Poverty ain't left you because you ain't left it. And it ain't. Foolishness ain't left you because you still being childish. Okay? You're choosing to stay down there instead of going up there where you belong. Come up, turn it up, turn it up. Okay? You don't have to stay trapped. You don't have to stay trapped. Turn it up. Okay? How do you jump timelines? Understand the 5 layers of your being. You are spirit, which animates. You are soul. You are not individual, you are individualized, which means you are not independent, you're interdependent. You are not separate from, you're one with. You are also consciousness, which precedes. You are mind. You are body. Okay? Spirit, source, your energy. You're pure, you're infinite, you're divine energy, infinite potential. So be infinite potential. Create. I say be the spark that you own me. Spark your own life up. Excite your own self. You are the life force that animates all things. You are the spirit. You are the universe. You're not an individual. And the more you say that individual, I'm an individual, God, King, peace, love, you're not an individual. You are individualized. You are one with, not one without. One with. So how can you call yourself God, Queen, Goddess, God, this whatever the beautiful term that you use, and you not also tap into that power. You also not know that you can go from here to here. And you can also go from here to there. All with your choices. I say, gotta have the blueprint. You are conscious awareness. You are the light of awareness. You are the light that allows. My YouTube family, my TikTok family, okay, my Twitch family, my FB family, you are the light. You're the light. You are the light. I need y'all to understand that. Okay, the light shines through the lamp, not from underneath it. The light shines through the lamp, which means you can shine through any place of darkness that you're ever in, only if you want to shine that bright. Just like, baby, I'm here to turn up the light with you. Now, I can't turn it on for you. I can show you how to turn it on and I can show you how to keep it on, but I can't turn it on for you because it violates universal code. It violates universal principles. So the question you need to ask yourself is, how bad do you want it? Because if you don't want it that bad, then please do us all a favor and be quiet. Because all you're doing with them low vibrations, low timeline loops is affecting everybody and everything else. And if you do not think that you're doing that, I encourage you to go read a little bit more, to go do a little bit more research and find out just how big of a part you're playing in the state of the collective. Your mind is a supercomputer. After that processes thoughts, your imagination. First of all, do y'all even understand what a supercomputer is? Y'all think AI is intelligent? Y'all think AI is intelligence? You are the epitome of intelligence. I'm not just saying that to go, you go. I'm saying it because it's the truth. Do you not understand what your DNA is? Do you not understand how you are made up chemically? Do you not understand that you possess within you infinity? Can y'all wrap that around your minds and hearts right now? Do you not understand that right inside of you, right in the blood that's pumping through your veins, that's feeding every organ in your body, the supercomputer? Do you not know that you possess ancient wisdom? Every information that you will ever need, every answer to all your questions is within you, is in your blood. But many of you can't tap into it because you don't vibrate that high yet. That's how do you think I am? And this is not to boast. However, I am very confident that I speak wisdom because I am wisdom. All of these things I'm telling you to do, I had to do it. I had to tap into my DNA, to tap into the infinite source of consciousness, the Akashic records. I had to tap in, I had to do the work, and I'm still doing the work. I'm still doing the work. However, I love the work. I do. When I tell you I do, I do. It may not always feel comfortable. However, I love the work because the work has afforded me so many beautiful opportunities. When I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. Ashay, Mommy Linda, how are you, my love? I want y'all to understand that. Your body is just not a vessel. Stop treating it like it's trash. Stop treating it like you can get another one in this lifetime, on this timeline. Stop treating your body like it's worthless. Stop treating your mind and your potential like it's worthless. Stop it. Because you're far from worthless. However, can't be your worth, just like nobody can be your worth. You have to be your worth. You have to know that you deserve to go through whatever it is that you need to go through to get you to that higher timeline. Do you understand? You are the lamp of life. Okay? You teach me more confidence. More confidence because when I spoke, they called me crazy. But when you know, you know. Mommy says I'm doing right. Ashe, I'm doing it. I'm glad you're doing good, honey. Listen, I need y'all. I need y'all to get consciousness. You are the light and awareness that shines. You are the light and awareness that shines. You are the light and awareness that shines. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So let's give a quick recap. Timeline is a path in reality that you're selecting by your thoughts, your actions, by what you feel. Okay, you're selecting it. And it's because you keep firing and wiring the same thoughts. You keep firing and wiring the same emotions, the same feelings. So it keeps you stuck in a loop and it keeps you stuck in a certain timeline that you no longer want to be in. Okay? This is what happens. The loop is created when you continue to do these things over and over, replaying the same unhealthy stories. Every time you repeat your past, you relive your past, only not in the same way, in a worse way. Tiana, how are you, my love? How many of you have ever heard of timeline jumping? It's not a thing just that people are teaching about and talking about, and now that more of us are aware about. So when we understand quantum jumping in a transformative context in which I'm teaching is the deliberate shift of your experience reality by rapidly changing the state of your consciousness. And you don't get there just by thinking it, just by speaking it. There are proven steps to follow to get there. Just like in order for you to get to the first floor to the 11th floor, you either going to take the elevator or you're going to take the stairs. However, the elevator don't magically skip from one floor to the next. And just because you can't see the elevator transitioning from first level, second level, third level, fourth level, fifth level, all the way to the 11th level, just doesn't mean that it's not moving. The same way that the universe isn't going to be your goddamn mediator and differentiate from what you say you want and from what you're actually transmitting to it. It doesn't communicate that way. Your body, your mind, your reality is shaped by you. By you. Say it with me. My reality is shaped by me, and I can change it whenever I will to do. Will it to do. Pardon me. I can change my reality. I can change my reality. However, if you don't know how to, you're going to stay stuck. This is why when I offer you all to come join me in the All Things Mastery Infinity Circle, when I offer you to get the steps, this is not just something, by the way, this is a curriculum that I created. Creating your desired reality. It gives you all of the fundamental foundational principles that you need, from rewiring your nervous system to understanding mental reprogramming and mental rewiring to reconstructing your identity, because you cannot create a new reality with your old identity or your current identity. I teach you about the post, during, and post, the pre, during, and post phases of your transition and what's going to happen when you want to move from a lower timeline to a higher timeline. You need to understand these things, and this is the blueprint for you to do it. It is a whole master training in which you can go at your own pace. But if you get it and you understand it, you do the work. Trust me when I tell you, your reality will change and you won't continually repeat the same unhealthy loops. You won't stay stuck on lower timelines. But you're not going to get there if you don't do the work. Even if you took the steps, you still need to take one step after the other going upward, not downstairs, upstairs. So there's no way that you can skip these steps. There's no way. And I don't know how many times we got to keep learning this. Skipping steps is only going to lead you back to the same first step in which you started. Because some way, somehow, the universe is going to knock you right back down to the first floor, which you're the one that's knocking you back down to the first floor because you're the one that's creating your reality. So all beings on a microscopic level, we don't literally teleport, right? I mean, it's no machine that you got to get into. It's no spaceship that you got to get into. You just got to go within. You got to go within. Ashe, your state of being That's where it starts. You, the one that's embodying all of these different frequencies. Okay? It is no one but you. And bridging the gap between where you are and where you desire to be. Your emotional and physical state of being, your mental state of being, right? It is shaping your nervous system. It is shaping your mental system. It is shaping and creating how you feel. Okay? So the different states that you are vibrating on is going to determine what you experience. Different states prioritizes different signals. Different states of your being sends and transmit different signals into the universe, telling it what you want more of. So if you think you can still operate with the same identity, which houses your same core beliefs, your biases, your old self-concept, your lack of self-awareness, all of the markers that is keeping you bound in this loop, that is keeping you anchored to your past, nothing is going to change. You cannot create a new desired reality with your current identity. It don't work that way. So you cannot think that you're going to keep talking the same way, thinking the same, being the same, living the same, vibrating the same, behaving the same, talking to the same people, associating with the same people, being in certain environments, and then you expect something to change. That's not how it happens. When you change your identity, you start to fire and wire new neurotransmitters. You start creating new pathways. Okay? Dark Newsy, how are you, my love? So when you start making these new choices for yourself, when you start creating new, when you start effectively and actively creating new change, right? By doing the best you can not to make the same decisions you made yesterday. Will it be challenging at first? Absolutely. Okay? What you want is earned. So it's not a matter of what you want being easy, because I know a lot of people say, oh, it's hard, it's too hard, it's easy. A lot of us want easy. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. The new life that you want doesn't come with easy. It comes with what you've earned. Earn it. You want it, earn it. Just like you want somebody to respect you, earn their respect. People want you to respect them, they need to earn it. Whatever you want, you need to earn it. You want more money, earn it. But here's the thing. You want more love in your life, earn it. Prove you're worthy of it by proving to yourself you are worthy of it. Ain't nothing going to just fall in your lap. You have to earn it. Respect should not be given just like just foolish blindness, blind behavior shouldn't be. You should earn it. Quick fixes aren't for you, my love. Quick fixes are for weak-minded and weak-willed people. I'm just telling you the truth. Because they don't have enough courage to earn what they really want. Ashe? When you jump timelines, it's not a matter of you just jumping into a new reality. Okay? It is a series of decisions, behaviors, and feelings that you carry that's going to elevate your consciousness. Ashe? So don't think that when you hear timeline jumping and new worlds and quantum jumping, that means that you can literally jump right into the reality that you want. That's not. I don't know about you, but if you come to my door unannounced, you if you come in my home unannounced, you're getting kicked out. Unless you prove you live here. Isn't it like the systems of this realm? Right? Unless you prove that you're a resident in this facility, you're getting kicked out. Unless you have a lease to be here, you're getting kicked out. And a lot of y'all want to occupy space in the infinite quantum realm of possibilities, but you have no space there. You have no lease there. You have no power there because you have no power here. You haven't earned it. It's not going to just be given to you. This is why I don't like when people give false information. The universe isn't always working in your favor. It isn't. Because it ain't your damn butler. It ain't your damn genie in that context. Just like God concept, whatever you call God isn't your damn genie. It isn't your matchmaker. It isn't your bank. It isn't your ATM. Not all things mastery, but automatic teller machine. You get what you earn. You get what you give. And some of y'all earned ass whoopings that y'all getting, but then y'all saying ouch when it comes to you. You can earn ass whoopings too. Or you can earn all the beautiful pleasures that you want to experience. Earn it. You gotta earn it. Okay? That's just what it is. You gotta earn it. You gotta do things. Okay? Quantum jumping. Consciously, you have to consciously select what you want to experience. And that comes by you elevating, understanding consciousness, understanding who you are, understanding neural programming, understanding mental programming, understanding who you are, understanding that you need to understand the proven formulas. How many of you ready to jump timelines? Shay, making moves. How many of y'all ready to jump timelines? Right? Put it ready. Yes, Ashe. Put it ready. Ashe. Truly, Janet, how are you, my love? Ashe. I see that. Ashe. How many of y'all ready? I mean, isn't it about time? Isn't it about time you experience your heaven now? Isn't it about time you have what you want? Isn't it about time you experience what you need to experience while you're still able to experience? Because how many of you know there are people who aren't experiencing anything? April, how are you, my love? Yvette, how are you, my love? You want to experience it now while you're able. You want to strengthen your awareness. You want to get your health in order so you are able to physically, mentally experience and do all the things that you want to. But that's not going to happen, baby, if you do not take the steps. I want you to think of quantum jumping or timeline jumping like a big giant game of hopscotch. Put a one in the comment section if y'all play hopscotch. I know I used to play hopscotch. Like that was the game. That hopscotch was the game. I want you to, infinite gratitude, Bishop. I want you to imagine like this big game of hopscotch, right? And each square on the ground represents a different timeline, right? The timeline where you are living your best life, you're driving the car that you want to drive, you're living in a neighborhood that you want to live in, right? You're going on vacations, that you're living in a timeline where you don't have to check your bank account whenever you want to do something, you just do it. You can just buy things when you want to buy things. It's the timeline where you are at peace with yourself because you're confident in the knowing. You're confident in who you are. The timeline version of you where you are not unclear and unsure, but certain and confident and sure about things. Or the timeline that we don't want to be in where you're constantly unclear, constantly unsure, constantly experiencing cognitive dissonance, where you're suffering, where you're in despair, where you're holding resentment and mistrust, and where you're bitching and complaining and moaning. Not those timelines. I'm talking about the timelines that you want to be on. I'm talking about living in another country if you want to live in another country and not having to worry about how you're going to financially provide for yourself. I'm talking about those timelines. So each square on that hopscotch diagram represents a different timeline, and you can jump back and forth in between any of them whenever you want to. Wouldn't you want to know when you're doing it so you can stop jumping your ass in a timeline? Okay, wouldn't you want to know the timelines to stay away from? I don't know about you, but it's like if you have a brand new car with new tires, new shocks, I'm sure you're not gonna drive that new car down the street that where it has big ass potholes every other 2 centimeters. Why would you do that? You're gonna fuck up your tires, fuck up your shocks, okay? And you gonna feel every heart throb from that and probably get whiplash and insurance. So I don't know about you, but I want to know the timelines where I need to stay the hell away from. I need to know the timelines where I don't want to be in order to understand the timelines in which I want to be. Now that resides over there. That resides up here and not down there. And that's going to require you to do something different, love. That's going to require you to be someone different, love. That's going to require you to behave differently, love. That's going to require you to cultivate differently, love. Okay? So each of those timelines already exist. They exist. If you want to be a monk, you're already a monk in a timeline. If you want to be a superstar, you're already a superstar in another timeline. If you're whatever it is, it already exists. I need y'all to get that past this physical ideology and into your supercomputer, into the depths of your heart. Most people keep hoping the same square, hopping on the same square. You hopping on the same square. You hopping on the same squares, and just because you moving, you think you going somewhere. Just because you hopping, you think you going somewhere. Just because you jumping, you think you moving forward, and you're not. Okay? Nobody's forcing you to stay hopping on that same timeline. Nobody's forcing you to stay hopping on that same timeline. You can literally hop from negative to positive, from powerless to powerful, from victim to victor. Okay? You can literally do it. From poverty to abundance. You get to choose whatever. Okay? You get to choose. Goodness gracious. You get to choose. Ain't nobody forcing you to stay down there or on that square. That square of poverty, that square of loneliness, that square of bitterness, that square of complacency, that square of mediocrity, that square of resentment, that square of not belonging, that square of not having enough, that square of not having more than enough. That's where this nobody's forcing you to stay on those timelines, but you. But when you start to change, when you start to understand what frequency is, when you start to shift your focus, and I teach you how to do that in creating your desired reality master program. You can literally transform your life in less than 9 days, like I have, like I still do. I haven't revisited the same poverty timeline, loneliness timeline, dysfunctional timeline. I keep elevated, baby. I move from higher timeline to higher timeline to higher timeline, and if I can do it, you can do it. And that's what creating your desired reality teaches you. Now, for those of you who are interested in saying enough is enough, I want to get out this goddamn square of a trap. That's what it is, a square trap. A trap that's square. You can hit that service button that you see on the bottom, and I'll send you the link so you can get more information on how this literally can change your life. You need the information. You need the proven steps. What's in here is not just paper, it's not just ink. This is a proven formula backed by science, quantum physics, spiritual studies, our studies. I say that's doing the work. In order for you to go from here to there, you need to do the work, and you cannot do that with the information you currently have. I say, Queen Lacido, I say, nothing's enough. Invest in yourself. There is no way around it. And for those of you who want more money in your life, baby, I want you to stop being scared to talk about money. How can you be scared of something you asking for? You get what you give, remember. And whatever you invest in yourself, you get it in return. You invest nothing, you get nothing. You invest something, you get something in return. Because why? You've earned it. Now, there are educators who are qualified. There are expert educators, just as well as myself, teaching you the things that I'm teaching you. The difference is you don't have access to them. I need y'all to keep that in mind. As long as you have access to me, I encourage you to benefit from it. I encourage you to benefit from it. Ashe? You can literally change your life starting right now if you're willing to invest in yourself. You have to know that you can't keep skipping steps. You have to know that every time you don't choose to elevate, you are de-elevated. Every time you choose not to ascend, now don't get it twisted. Just because when I'm speaking of timeline jumping, raising your level of consciousness and awareness, infinite gratitude for the support, follow Crystal. I'm not only speaking about you making more money. I'm not only speaking about you living the reality that, where it's more peace, where it's more joy, where it's more opportunities and serendipities, and you're living your beautiful life. I'm also speaking about the most important aspect of that. And this deals with you and your life. This deals with your life force. This deals with you still being here on this planet, because all of those things are beautiful that I mentioned. All of the experiences that you want to experience matters. However, what matters the most is that simultaneously you are elevating. Ashe? That's what matters, because if you're not ascending, you're descending. I cannot say that enough to you. You have to know that it is imperative for you to elevate, for you to grow. Because the more you stay stuck on those unhealthy timelines and those unhealthy recycled loops, the more you lose your vital essence. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying that to make you aware that if you think about staying in those low vibrational frequencies and those low conscious levels isn't doing anything, it probably ain't a word to describe how disappointed you're gonna be. I need y'all to understand that. So yes, all the beautiful things that I mentioned is equally important. However, I'm really talking about you, your life, your essence, and the purposes in which you are here on this realm at this particular time. I need y'all to take that serious. I need y'all to also take that serious. Ashe? Does that make sense? Put Ashe in the comment section if that makes sense. Ashe, sunshine, I see you. Ashe, big chef, I see you. Ashe, Ashe. The GOAT, infinite gratitude for the support follow. Ashe, I see you, Queenland. OJ, infinite gratitude for the support follow. I see you, loyal. I need y'all to understand that. I can't love your life more than you love your life. It matters what you do. It matters how you do it. And your thoughts matter. Your behaviors, your actions, and not just for you. Many of us have children that we love. Many of us have partners and spouses that we love. Phoenix, how are you, my love? Don't just do it for you, but do it for them too. What do you think love truly means? Love is also caring about your elevation and your ascension. Love is also caring about the state of the world, the state of the reality that we live in, the state of consciousness, the state of the water, the state of the air, the state of this entire existence. True, pure love is also caring about not only yourself, but everything that is conscious, everything and everyone that has a soul. So it's not always just about you. However, it is also all about you. And it's an honor. It's an honor and a great privilege. It's a great honor and a great privilege to step into that authority, to step into that position of responsibility and accountability. Be the goddess that you need to be, not in words, in being. Be the divine feminine or the divine masculine that you were created to be, not just in words, by being. Be prosperous, not just in word, by being. Be divine love, giving and receiving it, not just in word, but in deed, with actions. Ashe, you are sovereign. Sovereignty also means mastering self, soul, spirit, your triune essence. Being sovereign means mastering your reality. It is time out for those of us who continually, knowingly or unknowingly, allow people, places, things, the government systems, the school systems, the left side, right side, other people govern our sovereignty. Be the masters over us in our lives. Because every time you give into their trickery, you give them power over you. So when we talk about reclaiming your power, that's just not a cutesy little word. And you don't get to reclaim your power just by saying, I reclaim my power. That is done in deeds, in action. Reclaiming your power means stop talking about and engaging and feeding the same systems that was created to destroy you in the first place. Taking back or reclaiming your power means that you're going to be responsible in governing your own thoughts, your own frequency, your own vibrations. Reclaiming your power means that you're going to stop being despicable and unaccountable and irresponsible with your behaviors and then placing the blame on other people, places, and things. Reclaiming your power means stepping back into the authority that you are inherently created with honor, with integrity. They have no power over me. I walk with divine guidance. I say organic beauty. Not just do away with just the words and the titles only. What are you being? Because whatever you're being, whatever you embody is keeping you in whatever timeline you're in. Ashe? Ashe. Listen, when I tell you this rise in particular, this message was in my spirit all day. And this message was in my spirit all day. Okay. I just knew what I knew. I just knew what I knew. Okay. So please do not forget. Do not forget, right now you have the opportunity to invest in something that's going to really help you change the trajectory of your life and get you from the other side to the other side. The other side meaning what you want. Okay. So I extend the offer to you. I'm not going to put set no timer for no 10 minutes. If you want it, you want it. Okay. Right now, if you invest in yourself into creating your desired reality master program, it is an investment of $69.99, which is going to give you lifetime as long as it exists into the All Things Mastery Infinity Circle, where you get to meet with me and other like-minded members, okay, twice a month, and we really get it in. There's exercises, practical exercises that is in there that I create so you can do that is going to get you on higher timelines. I give you everything that you need. What you need to do is make a commitment to yourself that you're willing to do the work that's required. Infinite gratitude, Queen Lynn. I am that I am, Ashe. No tree stands alone in the forest. You need guidance. Our ancestors in the universe, everything operates on systems and structure. So don't think you're excluded from that. Anyone who has ever mastered anything had a mentor. They had a guide, they had a teacher, they had a guru in their lives. We had our ancestors. We had. And you have that available to you today. Be aware of it, because I didn't come here just to come here. And you're not here just by happenstance, luck, or coincidence, just like I'm not here by those same delusional methods, delusional concepts. The question is, what will you do? Okay? What will you do? These are the steps that you need to take. However, you don't have to do it alone. You don't. You wasn't purposed to do it alone. You also wasn't purposed to do with people who are continually choosing to stay in lower frequencies and vibrations. You also wasn't meant to do that either, because that's going to keep you stuck, and that's going to drain the very life force out of you. And I don't need to tell some of y'all that. Some of y'all already know that. Okay? Some of y'all already know it. And right now, it is time. It is the moment and space in which you are hearing this message, in which you need to make a decision. If there's anything or anyone you should be investing in, is you, and something that is going to help you and not hurt you. Ashe? The same principles and methods that I use are the same principles and methods that, get back down here. The same principles and methods that, damn. I let my YouTube run over. Now it's not going to create my clips for me. Chef, can you please remind me next time we're live to I hour and like 40-minute mark so I can stop the recording on the other streams, because if I go past 2 hours, it doesn't create auto clips for me. Oh, and I'll be loving those auto clips because that'll save me a lot of work when it comes to repurposing. Okay, it's all right. Oh, you did? Oh gosh, man. Well, hey, it was what it was. It's okay. It's a good thing I work for myself, right? It's a good thing that I'm retired. I retired myself. It's a good thing that I don't punch nobody clock. It's a good thing that I can wake up when I want to, sleep when I want to, and work when I want to. It is a great thing. So listen, it's all good. Several times, Lord, you see, she was trying to. Baby, listen, when I'm in the spirit, I'm in the spirit. When I'm talking from the quantum realm, it is what it is. Okay. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It's okay. Don't I know you laughing over there, Lord. You stop your laughing at me. Okay. However, anyway, listen, it's listen, this was really amazing. This was really truly amazing. And I thank all of you, infinite gratitude, all of you for being here with me, infinite gratitude for all the taps, infinite gratitude for all the likes. Oh my goodness, we are at 141. I passed that. Infinite gratitude for your presence. Infinite gratitude for the comments, for you engaging, for you participating. Infinite gratitude for our ancestors, all the righteous ancestors, okay? Infinite gratitude for the infinite source of life and creation. Infinite gratitude just for you being beautiful and being here. I do love seeing all of your comments. After the live, once I recalibrate and restore my biofield, I'll go back to the comments. I enjoy reading your comments. It inspires me, it lifts me up, it encourages me also, because I'm not okay, I'm not excluded from everything that I teach. I'm always talking to me first, okay? Because we are us. We are us, you, me, I'm you, we are us, right? So now you, how are you, my love? So infinite gratitude to all of you. I hope that you stay sovereign, you stay unstoppable, and you stay enlightened. Again, I come and teach all things mastery every Monday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm thinking about including another day to come and teach a lessons, but most of my lessons are going to be done coming up soon inside the community. Like there's certain things that I teach on live, but there's other things that I teach within the community. And that's where we really get to the hands-on trainings and to the exercises. And that's where you get personal access to me to help you along your journey, right? Within the community, you can DM me questions, you can participate, you can be a part of a collective of men and women. By the way, all Things Master Infinity Circle is now open to and for men. At first, it was just for the divine feminine, it was just for women, it was just for us. However, I am not going to move forward excluding our essence also, because men are just as much as important as we are when it comes to mastering self, soul, and spirit. Okay, so I'm not going to exclude them. So all things Mastering Infinity Circle is now open to men. Make sure you tell your daddies, your uncles, your grandpas, tell your cousins and them, tell the homies, tell them that, hey, there's a phenomenal family or tribe that is taking the necessary steps to truly reclaim our power and master ourselves and our reality. So I invite you to invite the men that is important to you, or someone that you think would benefit from learning the things that we learn. Because when I come live and teach these all things mastery lessons, that's just the tips of it, okay? We really get busy and we really get hands-on. So here I teach the deeper essence and parts and understandings of what these things are when it comes down to quantum physics, when it comes down to neuro-linguistic programming, mental programming, rewiring your nervous system, how in a all things mastery infinity circle, that comes with exercises. That comes with the hands-on training. That comes with the how. I'll tell you the what. I'll even tell you the who. But the why is, and the how is what we go through inside the All Things Mastery. There's something special that I will always reserve for those who are willing to take the next steps in their evolution and their elevation and their ascension. So there are certain things that I will not do publicly that I would only do for and with the mentees that are in All Things Mastery. So when you get creating your desired reality master program, you get the program, but you also get lifetime access inside the community for its lifespan. And you also get personal access to me. I become your personal mentor on your journey. Okay? Now, I don't know about you, but I do wish I don't wish now, I'm grateful for my experience, but had I had a me in my life back then, things could have been different. However, I am grateful for all experiences because it has brought me to the place in which I am today, and that is to be the intermediate between the cosmic realm and this realm to uplift, to inspire, to motivate, and to help other beautiful souls and beings transform from lower states of consciousness to higher states of consciousness. And I've been successfully doing that for over 15 years. So I have experience and qualifications underneath my belt, on the walls, in and all around me. Most importantly is I don't just speak about self-mastery, I embody it. And I teach you to do the same thing. So if you're interested, make sure you click the link in my bio and you should see a tab. It says CYDR. Go look at the information and see all of the benefits that you also get that I didn't mention right now. Infinite gratitude for each and every one of you. Miss Shannon, how are you, my love? Blissful Rise. Natasha, infinite gratitude. Loyal P, infinite gratitude. Big Chef, infinite gratitude and love for the best moderator and cousin. Okay, infinite gratitude, not you. Infinite gratitude to all of you, Organic Beauty, Queen Lynn, infinite gratitude to Abstract Mind, infinite gratitude to what is that? Jelly? Can I call you Jelly? Infinite gratitude, Phoenix, infinite gratitude, Sunshine, infinite gratitude, Crystal. There's a lot of new names I'm seeing here. Thank you so much. Infinite gratitude, Masada. Chopper, infinite gratitude. Thank you so much for being here with me. Oh man, I didn't even see you come in, Bleak. If you still here, peace. Infinite gratitude. Yes. I didn't even see you. Okay, infinite gratitude, all beings. If I didn't personally shout you out, Yvette, infinite gratitude. April, infinite gratitude to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Infinite gratitude to Define the Truth. Oh, that's a unique name. I like that. Infinite gratitude for Chan H. Burgess over here and YT, my YT family and channel. Infinite gratitude to my Twitch family that came through. Infinite gratitude to my FB family that may be peeking from the outside. Some of y'all come in sometimes. Infinite gratitude. Okay, it was a pleasure and honor. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey and for being a part of this space that you're in right now. And I hope all of you remain sovereign in your mastery and be unstoppable and continue to have an intentionally amazing day. I look forward to welcoming some of you inside the All Things Mastery Infinity Circle. Until next time, Ashe.